Welcome to Geek Devotions, a show from a couple of devoted geeks who are devoted to let people know they're loved. This is your morning geek commute, and Yay. Celeste is driving this morning.
Yes, because I have a doctor's appointment this morning, so Dallas is getting dropped off at work.
True story. All right, so morning geek commute, for those of you who don't know, this is where we drive to work. We're commuting in the morning time, and we're geeks. Pretty self-explanatory. Some great marketing we got right there.
It's in the name.
Remind me to give our marketing team a raise.
I think we deserve a raise.
Yep. All right. So,
the sadness of it all.
Basically, we just kind of geek out on the way to work. And that's how we're going to do things today. So, we give some news about things that are coming up and things that are happening in the geek world, things happening in Geek Devotions, and all that good, fun, fluffy stuff. Fluffy stuff. So you ready for this, Celeste?
I'm ready.
All right, so the first bit of news, we actually have a lot of DC news that's coming out, and a little bit of Marvel news. First off, not really news, but interesting. Zack Snyder has apparently confirmed on Vero, I didn't realize that was still a thing, that essentially in Batman v Superman, in his original script writing and his mindset, the Robin who had died, which of course you guys remember the scene where he's Batman's walking past the Robin suit, and it's also up and spray painted with the word Joker, whereas most comic book fans naturally thought Jason Todd. It was actually Dick Grayson. Dick Grayson was the one that died, so not sure how I feel about that.
Well, if this is the mindset of the... What are you doing?
I'm getting closer so they can hear you.
I'm not okay with that. If they are following his mindset, if the studio is following his mindset, then, come on, people, get out of my way.
We're trying to drive safely, because this is how we roll.
And we're doing it much later than we normally do, so there's more people.
Yes, so we're going to be very careful this trip. Not that we're not careful.
Go away, people.
So, while she's getting driving and give you guys my thoughts on it, I'm really not sure how I feel about this. The fact that they that's kind of a drastic change.
Yeah.
Of going from it being Jason Todd who should have died to Dick Grayson.
Well, but at the same time, Jason Todd was more of a rougher character than Dick Grayson. Mm-hmm. So I can see how they would, if the whole studio is going with this theory, then I can understand Titans a little better, because maybe it's Jason Todd, not Dick Grayson.
Okay, so that's what's that's an interesting idea. I gotta go back and watch the preview for Titans though, because I'm pretty sure they referred to him as Dick Grayson.
Oh, well, there goes that.
I'm not sure. If you're watching this, let us know. Did they confirm that the Titans is Dick Grayson? Let us know in the comments down below. Interesting aspect though about all of it, I did see a thing that they're going to be treating future DC World movies, which I think that's what they're calling it, DC World, not DCEU. Hey, there's a viewer. Hello, viewer.
Hi, viewer.
But they were saying that they're going to treat the rest of the DC World as more of a Elseworlds scenario. So basically, George Stokes, hey, how's it going, man? Good morning. So, but they're treating the rest of the DC world as the Elseworlds type of thing. Elseworlds was a series of comics that, it was a line of comics that DC did, where it was basically, they took their favorite characters, Batman, Superman, and all that, and put them in a different situation than what they would have normally been in. So, like, one of my personal favorites is Speeding Bullets, which is where, instead of Superman as a baby landing in Gotham, he landed in landing in Metropolis areas. He landed in Gotham, was adopted by the Waynes. He becomes the Batman. So I really like that one particularly.
Yeah. So I think I like that they're doing that, because that gives them a little bit more room to play.
Right.
You know, Marvel says that the movie verse is like Earth something. Right. Earth 100, Earth 92, something like that. The comics is Earth 616. The TV shows is Earth something else. Mm-hmm. And so they have their explanation as to why things are different. And I really appreciate the Elseworld stuff.
Right.
Like, I think that that's a good idea to include, so that they can not make fans angry.
Exactly. So George Stokes, we did watch the Shazam trailer. I really enjoyed it. I can't remember. Did we talk about that with Victims and Villains?
Yeah, we we talked about that, and I think we did a reaction, didn't we?
We did not do a reaction. So, but we did watch it. We thought it was great. Check out some of our comments. Our friends over at Victims of Villains podcast, we had a pretty lengthy conversation about that trailer, actually, George.
We did.
And like I said, we enjoyed it. We thought it was a pretty cool trailer. And I'm actually looking forward to it.
I like that he's like, even though he's a grown man, he's acting like a 13-year-old.
Yeah.
Like, I appreciate
like
that.
it's going to be, I think it's the breath of fresh air that the DC world cinema universe needs. So
yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So that's kind of the running theory we're having with DCU. Again, they did confirm it was Dick Grayson who died in the movie. And again, I'm thinking Titans is going to be another universe altogether.
Which is possible.
Right. And so that may be Dick Grayson. So, all right. So another bit of news apparently from Zack Snyder, who's just blowing up on Vero. Again, when did Vero become a thing again? I thought it disappeared after 2 weeks. But he was saying that his original plans was actually to have Carrie become the next Robin, which for those of you who are massive comic book DC fans, you know that Carrie was the girl from Batman Returns or Dark Knight Strikes Back and all that stuff. So I think that would have been cool. I kind of hope they can play with it later. So a little bit of news is they released the trailer for season 2 of Iron Fist.
And it actually looks like they've upped his fighting.
Yeah.
I appreciate that Marvel listens to the fans.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the best example of that is when we brought back Coulson and got a whole series. But there's other examples of things that they've done that I really think they listen to the people that they're dealing with and do things. And I think that they were heard, that everyone was like, this sucks. Right. It's boring.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was. So when Colleen is a better character.
So that is a thing for a lot of people, actually. And so the fighting style in the first Fist was kind of slow. I thought we were going to get breakfast.
We are.
The fighting style of the first movie was kind of slow and kind of, And just from the preview, I mean, it looks like they really did a good job with it. So I'm excited about it. I'm trying to think, is there any other geeky news we need to talk about? Not really.
I don't think so.
Yeah. So
if it takes me that long to answer, then no.
So other stuff happening here with us, Geek Devotions. Friday is the start of season 3 of Geek Devotions. We're super excited about it. Yesterday on Instagram and Facebook, we posted up a picture. It was a picture of Celeste and I right after we finished filming our first several episodes. We did a batch film one day, and we filmed 4 episodes, and it was awesome.
I think that picture was actually taken beforehand.
Oh, was it?
Because by the end of the batch film, I was so exhausted.
Oh, yeah.
Like, because that was the first time we'd done it, and we were still, like, I said, hello, welcome to Geek Devotions, a show from a couple devoted geeks devoted to letting people know that they're loved, so many times because I couldn't get it down. Could not get it down.
It takes a minute to get that.
It's a tongue twister.
It is. So
now it's one that we've mastered and say it quite frequently.
Yeah.
But it was like, by the end of it, I was just like mentally shot. I was like, I can't do, because we were doing different devotions.
Right.
So I was having to process through the different devotions. It was rough.
So George Stokes says, awesome Ninja Turtle devotions you guys did this past month.
Hey,
really appreciate it, man. We had a lot of fun with it. And we were so appreciative of our friend Francisco taking up the last one, even though it was kind of loosely Ninja Turtles, because our workhorse of a computer is currently in the shop getting work on. So it's at the vet. So we're working on, we're trying to get stuff up and running. So but yeah, so season 3 starting. Like Celeste said, that picture we posted up, like I guess it was right beforehand.
Yeah, it was, because I looked way too excited.
So, but we just can't believe, guys, that we've had the opportunity to do this 2 straight seasons. And we did, it's been an episode each week, 104 episodes that we have produced and put out of Geek Devotions, not including extra Tuesdays, not including podcasts or anything like that. George Stokes says, I'm looking forward to it. Awesome, man.
Okay, real quick. Wendy's or Whataburger or Sonic?
Wendy's doesn't have breakfast anymore.
Oh!
So
Whataburger or Sonic?
Whataburger takes 6 years to get food. So
Sonic it is. We didn't have time to cook breakfast, eat breakfast, and clean up after breakfast.
Because we got to clean up after breakfast.
Because if we don't, the whole house smells like eggs.
Yeah.
And it's bad. So
Bad.
we were like, well, we have time to eat, and I think you're going to be late, and I'm sorry.
No, it'll be good. So anyways, so he goes, good choice. Thanks, man. So, but yeah, we're starting season 3. It's gonna be awesome. At 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, this week's episode of Geek Devotions will be live. It will be a live recording of our show.
Alive.
And so here's what we're gonna do. For those of you who are part of Devoted Geek Life, which is our Facebook community page, if you're not a part of it, go to Facebook, search for Devoted Geek Life. We pop up and join. And if you're a new joiner, then we'll celebrate you somehow.
Okay.
Oh.
Go.
Yeah, so breakfast food.
Okay, what do you want?
Trying to figure out what's good food here.
This is real life, guys.
This is real life. This is our life.
Is this the real life? Or is this fantasy?
I'm torn between the sausage, egg, and cheese breakfast toaster or the premium burrito, ultimate meat and cheese.
I don't like that one as much, but you like it.
I do. Which one are you getting?
I'm gonna get the regular bacon burrito.
Bacon burrito?
Yeah.
Go ahead and get me the number 15 premium burrito,
Okay.
ultimate meat and cheese with a cup of coffee.
Okay. Where are you gonna put the cup of coffee?
Figure it out. So anyways, but it's gonna be live on Facebook, on YouTube, and she's ordering right now.
Yes, ma'am. I needed to get a number 14 with bacon and a number
16 with bacon.
A number 14. Tots.
Tots are good.
And for your drink?
Coffee.
Coffee's always good. The coffee's okay.
And then
What else for you?
I need to get a number 15 ultimate meat, tots, and coffee as well.
You want tots and coffee?
Yes, ma'am.
What else for you?
That'll be it.
Repeating the order now. It's good. So anyways, man, I gotta do some shifting around in the next seat so I can put coffee down
Thank
here.
you.
But anyways, guys, so what we're gonna be doing
Sorry about that.
is
They're mowing,
we're
so
going.
it makes it really hard to hear.
It does make it hard to hear. What we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be putting a link in the Devoted Geek Life. We're gonna put 2 links up. One link we're gonna post up is for anybody who wants to join us live on screen. And so you click the link, you sign into the thing on YouTube, and you can be on screen with us as we go through this devotion together. The other one's gonna be for if you just want to be there in the comment section in the chat, and we're gonna do the devotion first, and then we're gonna open it up for question and answer. You guys can ask us any questions you like within appropriate reason.
Within reason.
And then we're also going to be doing a few other things. We're doing a giveaway. We have new shirt designs. And so one lucky person who is there for that day will get a opportunity to win a shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also have another special announcement, something we're doing with you guys. So but yeah, so we're super excited about it. We're super pumped. And George Stokes, thanks for hanging out, man, and being part of all this, bro. Is there anything else we need to talk about, babe?
I think that's it.
All right, so we're ending the Devoted Geek Life, or not Devoted, Morning Geek Commute a little early because we're done talking.
Because we stopped for breakfast.
Yep, it kind of messed up our schedule. So, but we love you guys. We appreciate you guys. Stay devoted.
Doing
Peace
all right?
and love.